Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Mararam Mararam Pavarasivabo, Mararam Mararam Vadanam, Mararam Madagandi Madusmitametaro, Mararam Mararam Mararam. Sweet, sweet is my dear Lord's form, sweeter still his face so fair. But his honey-scented gentle smile is sweet beyond compare. Sweet, sweet is my dear Lord's form, sweeter still his face so fair. But his honey-scented gentle smile is sweet beyond compare. Maduram, Maduram, Maturasya Vibo, Maduram, Maduram, Maduram,
So the devotee, he left Mumbai with that instruction in his mind, but by the time he got to New Zealand, he realized we're Hare Krishnas. We always have temples in the city. In other words, the devotees weren't as forward as Prabhupada was. If, for example, in New Zealand, they had gotten farmland when Prabhupada told them to, they would have easily afforded a huge chunk of land. Now it is impossible. Land costs millions upon millions of dollars because you have both a tourist capital and you have an agricultural capital. So the Chinese are trying to gobble everything up, and the government's trying to keep them out while under the table allowing them in. All these kind of maneuvers are going on. Now, if devotees want to get a farm, certainly they'll have to rely upon divine dispensation, because just a farm of 300 acres, 350 acres the size of Girinagri, oh, you're talking about $4 or $5 million minimum. So we weren't smart enough to carry out Prabhupada's desires in a way that we'd now be wonderfully situated. But it's never too late. Sometimes it takes decades to try to fulfill the mission of the spiritual master. Generally throughout the world, our farm projects, ISKCON's farm projects, have been solo ventures, a farm out in the middle of nowhere, valiantly trying to show cow protection and agriculture, even some movements toward self-sufficiency. And it's a hard struggle. The general consensus amongst leaders who have experience in farm projects is that an isolated farm on its own is a recipe for failure, because the resources, the enthusiasm, the manpower comes from the city. What we have here now is a joint project by city temples, and this is so impactful for our whole ISKCON society. City temples are seeing it advantageous to be involved with cow protection, to get their produce, their fruits and vegetables from their own agricultural operation. And then, certainly looks like a nice place to have weekend gatherings, doesn't it? It's not far from Los Angeles, it's not far from Laguna Beach, it's not far from San Diego. Who can deny it's kind of nice being out here? You can just visualize various buildings for devotee gatherings, for retreats, for outreach. It looks all attainable.
We're so grateful that you made the pilgrimage. We're so happy to have you. Hari Hari Bol. We'd also like to expressly thank His Holiness Devamrita Maharaj for speaking so wonderfully. Hari Bol! We've also got other select great souls like His Grace Dravida Prabhu, His Grace Vijay Prabhu, and so many other wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Thank you all very much for coming.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
You can take these and you can offer on top of each of them.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.